Hello to everybody. There is something very important that I wanted to share that I'm also surprised to find out when I meet my students for the first time. And it is basically a clarification of Nei Qi Gong, how we can actually learn it, and the kind of relationship we can have together. Many students, many people, at least it happened several times, that when joining the first class, I don't know if you know a little bit how I teach, I usually do monthly classes on Sundays, different levels of the Nei Qi Gong practice. And the first time people join, and I explain to them that it is actually, this is not a product on the web, in the sense that this is not a video course, this is not something that you buy, you do on your own. Of course, it requires your personal practice. But this is actually a possibility of staying connected together to do the work that can be done at distance, but followed and supported by a teacher. Many people are actually surprised. Many students, new students, are actually surprised because they say to me, nobody offers this on the web. and I'm quite surprised on the other end because I realize how important it is to work with a teacher and keep on realizing that. On different kind of disciplines. It doesn't have to be Qigong in general, because working with a teacher, not only we can have a direct connection with somebody who has more experience, practical experience than us, but also it is a way for us to have a model, especially at the beginning, that can provide us a structure of something that actually really works, that he or she has applied and many people before has applied, so something that brings result. And I think nowadays many people, due to this internet thing and due to the fact that we are totally isolated, we believe that we can just buy a video course from a martial artist website and play to be a martial artist, whatever. I think that the personal connection with the students is vital. It's vital because although the students need to practice, otherwise it's just talking intellectually about Qi or whatever we want to talk about. But the personal connection is something very important. In my experience, for instance, although I don't have the credential to say that I teach some kind of Chinese energy practice, because I'm not Chinese or anything like that. But for instance, my relationship with Shifu has always been marked by this also sense of having a father. I don't know why. And it was interesting for me when I was hearing certain Shaolin monks commenting about the meaning of Shifu and all the rest of it, to describe the same thing. So the teacher is not just a teacher in their tradition, it is actually a very important figure that you don't want to upset in life. One of those pillars that you have in life. For me, it was the same. It is the same, although sometimes I've been disappointed, but I learned not to reply to my teacher and to argue and to do. So it was very vital also on a very human level to have that kind of connection. And the beauty of this era is that everything is available, which is also the terrible thing of this time that we live in humanity, is that everything is available. All the bad stuff also are quite available because everything is exposed. So although Nei Qi Gong is on the web and I do these YouTube videos and I share content hopefully that is going to be helpful for you, at the same time for me it is very important to make you understand, if you're watching this video, it means that you are either interested or you are one of my students, to understand that this can create a possibility of having a personal relationship with the teacher, which I think that it is very important. A personal relationship which is, we are connected on WhatsApp, email, you have access to the person if it is needed. And I think that in fields like Qigong, those kind of fields that are not that solid, that you can actually see it for yourself in one sense, requires even more the guide of somebody who knows more than us, because experientially went through already the same path that we decide to go. So although many people are surprised that I offer this kind of accessibility and I'm available for my students, and they can write me WhatsApp anytime. I try to reply as soon as I can usually. But this is something that is getting lost, this personal connection. Although you might argue, but we're not here together, we have so much distance. But actually what we're doing here with the Nei Qi Gong, especially in the basic program, we are doing all the basic programs that can be done online, the first 9. Then at some point we're going to meet. It takes about 18 months to finish the basic programs. But it is important, it is vital to have somebody that can help us understand what we're going through, whether we have to trust certain experiences or not, because it is such abstract, in a way, a field, like many others, that without the teacher it's easy to fall into imagination, into illusions, into a cold approach to the practice. In reality, if we are approaching this kind of systems, qigong, neigong, whatever it is, we might chosen this direction because we want to grow, let's say, spiritually, personally, or we want to grow vital energy to a very high degree. But I think the most important thing we can do is to grow as human beings, and having actually somebody who can represent those elements. It is vital for us to have the correct compass in the way we move along in the path. So for me, I just wanted to film this video because it's very important for me to make people understand that when they decide to study with me online, it's not such a thing as buying a video course. It's not like attending one-off event online and forget about each other. It is actually the possibility of working together and doing the work that can be done online at distance, while you are supported in a mature way by your teacher, which means you do the work, you practice, you collect data, you verify them to your instructor, who is just an advanced practitioner, to understand what's going on, you know? So, and for me it is also important about being human. Being human, because this is something that is getting lost more and more, to have students, no clients. In fact, I choose sometimes the people I work with. When I see that there is no compatibility, I said, okay, let's just do something else. Because it is important to have that kind of growing relationship which will transform in time according to our level of maturity with our teachers. Because at the beginning it's good to have somebody who can help you understand certain things. But eventually you want to get to the point that you are totally independent. You can relate to the person from another standpoint, always respectful because he's your teacher, always humble because he always knows more than you because he's been doing this practice more than you in terms of years. But it is and very important element. So everybody was trying to get into this qigong field, energy field, whatever it is. If I can give you a suggestion, don't go through a book, don't go and learn some videos here and there, some shapes. Nothing is going to work out in that way. If you're lucky enough to have found a system that actually brings some results, you can verify in the practitioners of the system and anything that you can see actually that could be similar to your outcome. Just go for it and practice, because all the other intellectual and fantasizing approach will not lead anywhere. And if you have lucky to develop a personal relationship with your teacher, is better, because buying a video course here and there, it's something that you're never going to be able to ask the right question to the person. If you have a specific need, a specific doubt, you cannot share your experiences to understand and validate whether you're going forward or you're just imagining things. So it's vital to have somebody that you can relate to connect with and to share your experiences, because otherwise everything just it's lonely, it's no good, and this is something that is killing humanity in general, this lack of connection, and also the fact that we are getting used to it, and we don't accept when somebody maybe is reflecting us like a mirror, some bad aspect, because people think that the martial work or the energy work is just about growing energy and do whatever magic you want. No, it's about the refinement of ourselves. So if our teacher is showing us an aspect of ourselves that we should work upon, instead of getting angry and leave, which could be a, a first reaction that might last for a very short time, we have to understand actually that it is an opportunity, because we are seeing an aspect of ourselves which is not working, but because now we are, what would be the English word? We are screwed up, we have everything that we want. If we don't like something, we just quit. Instead of understanding that maybe there is something about ourselves we need to change. So working with somebody who is a human being, who has gone through the things that you want to go through, and having that nice, friendly, respectful, mature, admiring relationship, it's something very, very important for our personal growth, especially nowadays, especially in the times where we are getting used that it's a self thing that we can do on our own. And this is a big mistake, especially when you have systems and practices have been put into place and used for thousands of years. Instead of coming here and inventing a wheel, following a system and having somebody to work with is much better than going blind into this quite ethereal field of the energy. So I hope that this video could provide a little bit of clarification on whether we can work together. This is a personal connection, totally respectful, friendly, connected via WhatsApp, via email. It doesn't end with the class online. It is actually the possibility of working together at distance, and finally we're going to meet when we need to meet for the advanced programs. So hopefully this is clear, and I wish you a very good day. If you have any topic you want to suggest, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you know all those stuff, how to do them. Comment below and suggest a topic, or just give me your opinion about studying alone or studying with a teacher. Maybe my students can comment as well, can share a little bit of their experience, how it's been so far with me. So have a very good day, and see you next time.